Hi everyone, this is Neel, Raithatha, consultant, audiologist and director of WAXscope. Thank you for joining me in my latest video using the WAXscope. And this is of a patient who attended with bilateral, fully occluding earwax. This is their right ear. I will show you their left ear, hopefully tomorrow. And I've got quite a dark, sticky consistency. And the entrance of the ear canal is quite narrow. I'm using the new size 2 teardrop WAXscope specular here. And the way I'm approaching this, I was trying to lift it from the floor of the ear canal where it's adhered. You get all those hairs that are matted in that region as well. But immediately I could tell by the consistency. I'm going to have to put some medical grade olive oil spray in there. And what the oil does, it just helps loosen those skin adhesions and it allows you to get a better suction grip. Typically, a lot of people only used to use drops for really hardened stone-like wax to soften the surface, but it actually works very well for very liquid, very sticky, gooey wax because it just helps to coagulate the wax so you can better extract it. I'm just trying to wriggle it through, but the plug's quite a long plug, so although it's mobilized here deep in the ear, it's still attached to the canal wall. So it's just finding it very difficult to bring forwards. Some of it's separating away here. So I'm going to use an ear hook, correct. Now with the ear hook, it just cut through it, and with the correct you actually spread the wax like butter on a slice of toast. It's that kind of in between consistency. If it was a bit firmer then or a bit softer, either way the oil would have probably worked a bit better and the correct would have worked better with the, of course, the hardened wax. So we are getting bits and bobs out. And the wax has been there for a while. You can tell by the colour it's oxidized. So again, I'm just trying to separate it from the floor. If you look to the right of the suction tip, deeper in there, you can see those skin adhesions. So some of that wax is still stuck deeper in the ear. So I'm just trying to loosen those adhesions by giving these little wriggle movements. Now the suction grip is somewhat compromised because you can see the surface of the wax is somewhat matted. There's a few hairs there. But I can feel that it's just not going to come away with suction here. Now we're using the 14 gauge suction tip. So this has got approximately an outer diameter of 2 millimeters and an inner diameter of 1.7. In the UK, this is regarded as the biggest suction tip that we use. In other parts of the world, like Australia and America, for example, they can use a 13 or even a 12 gauge, which is I've had a few requests to manufacture those now. I'm just, because for me, when I perform microsuction, my biggest concern is not actually causing trauma to the ear canal or eardrum, which is obviously possible to do. It's the noise exposure. So I possibly might manufacture the 13 gauge, which is like a 2.5 millimeter outer diameter, but I probably won't be using it much myself if ever. So I'm still deliberating whether to do that or not. So although the hook didn't remove the wax, it did cut through it slightly. So sometimes you go back in and you can get a loose piece of wax out. So this top bit, I'm just trying to drag it down. Now because this has been separated from the main plug or it's been dissected, let's see if it comes away. It's near the entrance. And the tube just got a bit blocked, but I think there's too much resistance here. It's just the plug is actually still larger than the entrance of the ear canal, so it's quite difficult to bring it through. But we are in between the first and second bend. I don't know, it might come through. No, it's just halted here. So I'm just, when you're bringing the plug out, you have to also bring it out consistent to the geometry, the architecture of the ear. So the ear canal is not a straight tube. So from this region, the wax kind of, you have to bring it from left to right. You can see that peripheral layer of skin on the roof of this plug, that kind of glossy layer membrane. So that's a layer of skin. So it is actually coming out, is it? It surprised me just by watching it. Or I think we're going to get trapped here. So I'm just trying to tuck it in from the top. And I'm probably going to use the correct, we shall have a look. Yes, I'm just lining it up to the roof of the ear canal. Does it spread? I think it does. You can see some of it will come away, but it's just spreading it on the floor of the ear canal, which can sometimes then make it harder to remove because you're then working really close to the canal wall and you're having to lift and separate kind of mushy soft wax. You can see that it's all spread. So I'm just going to gently flick up away from the canal, separate that. It's one of those kind of patient procedures. We're probably going to see a bit more of this consistency of wax as it is slightly warming up in the UK. Well, we've had some really hot days. Today's been a nice day, mixed in with some cold and rainy days, but wax is full of lipids, cholesterols, fatty acids. So in hot temperatures, these lipids and cholesterols can become a bit softer and mushier. Particularly in the summer months, you tend to notice the wax is a bit more, it's more of a wetter consistency compared to a dry consistency. So again, it's just too large a plug to squeeze through, and I think at this stage it's probably hanging out the ear because that's the first bend to the left. So am I going to use a curette again at the top? There we are. So I'm just going to try to get a bit deeper in and behind, just leveraging it out. So I kind of recognize at this stage, even if it does spread a little bit, some of it will come away. So I can always go back and mop it up with suction. So I just made the plug a bit smaller because some of it did come out with the curette and it's starting to come through. I think it's just going to block the suction tip though. So I'm just stretching open in the first bend using the left hand side of the specular. Actually, what you're seeing here is one of the reasons why sometimes people get a buildup of wax is in between the first and second bend. So that region is one of the narrowest parts of the ear canal, if not the narrowest. It's called an isthmus, and we have a second isthmus, another narrowing deeper in the ear canal next to the eardrum. So people with really narrow, a narrow isthmus, an isthmus between the first and second bend, they're more likely to get a wax buildup because the wax is trying to migrate out of that and it gets trapped. So there's just a bit of sticky wax skin on the anterior canal wall, just using a smaller suction tip here. And I'm just going to mop up at the roof, and then we're going to try and dilate open this first bend fully so we can get a good visual of the eardrum, which we managed to do. So just mop up here, just peeling down some sticky skin. It's just past the afterthird, it's on the bony part there. So let's get the specular in. We're going to push open the first bend, go forward with the specular and re-straighten. We've got a lovely view of the eardrum. We can see all the blood vessels there. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, speak soon.